I booked this camper to rent before I bought it. In fact, I booked this camper to rent before I even started looking for it. This is such a good story. I booked this camper before I started looking for it, and it was the only reason that I even considered buying a camper. I wasn't going to buy a camper this year, and I had someone who wanted to rent for 11 days, and I knew the person, I knew they were good for the money, and I didn't have a camper available. My others were booked already. And I said, well, if I buy one and I have it ready in time, will you still work with me? And he actually said yes. And that was the only reason I considered doing it. I only paid $13,000 for this camper, $13,200. I also went with a lower expense camper because I wanted to make this investment in a way that actually made sense. I wasn't going to go spend $40,000 on a camper that was only going to rent for a week. But the ratio, $13,000, way better. I was really nervous, and it's working. And you know what's insane is, since I didn't know what camper I was getting, I didn't even tell him what it was going to cost until after. And I bought the camper, and I kind of kept him privy to the situation. And then I was like, all right, this is what it's going to cost. And he was like, all right, let's do it. So insane. This is a huge win. If you're going to invest in something, it is killer to be able to know that your investment's going to pay off before you even go into it. You've got to be confident when you make investments like this, especially when you're trying to build a business. So I just wanted to give you an example of something that I just lived through that seems to be working out for me.